Alright, what's up heroes? This is Bounce Back. Let's come at you with another ranked game. This time we are playing on Garden of Terror as third pick. Now, today is very special because it's the day that Rexxar comes to Heroes of the Storm. He was just released just a couple hours ago with the latest patch. And we're going to try him out here on Garden of Terror before anyone else can pick him. And hopefully this is going to be a good game. So let's take a look at the picks real fast, and then we'll talk a lot about what Rexxar can do and what he's really good at and maybe what he's not good at and what's kind of deceiving about his label as a warrior. So anyways, our team, we've got Jaina, Rexxar, potentially an Illidan versus Nazeebo and Zeratul. The enemy team has pretty solid damage dealers. Zeratul is going to be a little bit of trouble for Rexxar because... one second. Let's see if anyone can pick a second tank here. Because Rexxar is actually not a tank in the sense that most warriors in the game right now are tanks, and they are meant to take a lot of damage. Rexxar himself can't take that much damage. If he gets jumped by the likes of Zeratul, Illidan, things like that, he's just going to go down. There's not much you can do to survive that. However, his Misha Bear does tank some damage, but since it can't be controlled, a lot of people tend to ignore it, and it's only really good for using Misha Charge, which is your stun. Now, talking about Misha Charge, Rexxar, although he can't tank that much damage, he is amazing at crowd control. He can root a player down in one spot and keep them there because Misha Charge stuns somebody for 1.5 seconds. Your Q ability sends that little bird. If you hit somebody, it has a decent slow as well. And your ultimate, at least the one that I've come to like, the Unleash the Hounds ultimate, it slows enemies for 40%. And so that makes Misha a really great initiator and a really great ganker because you can kind of go in, you can sort of stay at a safe distance as long as your Misha is within your leash range and use Misha to stun somebody from afar. And that just really sets up for the kill, especially if you have somebody like Jaina, like we do on our team. I can see Rexxar comboing well with the likes of, Kelthus, with a Rainer. Somebody that just pumps out a lot of damage, but maybe not has a lot of inherent CC because Rexxar can set that up for your assassins. I'm interested to play him as sort of a roaming ganker, so we'll see if we can do that. If not, I'm going to try to get paired up with Jaina. Alright, so game starts. Let's see, our level 1 talent. Let's go for... So Grizzled Bear is kind of like a block for Misha. Hunter-Gatherer is sort of like Regeneration Master, although I'm not a huge fan of that on Rexxar. I think this game I want to go Flare just because the enemy team has a Zeratul, and I'm not really feeling, Hunter-Gatherer. The block is decent, but I don't know. I think I'm going to get a lot more value and use out of Flare this game. And it looks like we're going to head bottom with Jaina. Yeah, so we're going to go for Flare. I think that's definitely the right option against Zeratul. Block is normally good if they have a huge auto attacker like a Rainer or, maybe even a Vala. We're going to shoot a Flare around here just to make sure there's nobody. Oh, actually, there's Muradin. So that's pretty good. Misha really lets your team not face check anything. We're going to go for Muradin. Get a stun, a slow off on Muradin. Look at that. A slew of damage. Got him to half health. Unfortunately, it is Muradin with the Lily lane. So that harass damage is going to be healed up pretty fast. But out of all that, I only used a tiny sliver of mana. We're going to go do that combo again on Lily. See what damage we can do. Uh-oh. Jaina's taking some damage. I'm going to set Misha on Muradin. See if we can do some return damage. Oh, man. Zeratul's down here. But he goes down. And Muradin is so low. Nice. Double kill. Not bad, not bad. Sweet. So failed gank from the red team. That's going to put us a little bit ahead here in this early game. As you can see, Rexxar has just so much crowd control coming out. So when you play him, you really want to kind of pair him up with a damage dealer. And when he's on a team, you can't fall into the trap of thinking, you know, a warrior equals tank, because in this case, Rexxar is definitely not a tank, as you'll probably see as the game goes on. Lyric is in some trouble, so we're gonna try to help him out with Misha. Gonna focus Murden here. Not the best choice, but in the early game, it's not too terrible. Oh man, Zeratul came in for the kill. I should have used Flare to check our surroundings, but I forgot to do that. Still not completely used to what Rexxar brings to the table, but it's all right. I just gotta watch out now because I'm about half health. As you can see, Rexxar's health is so low. I've only got about 600 health and 1200 health max. He's got about the same health as like a Zagara. Anyways, level 4 talent, we went for Crippling Talent, the one that gives my Q a little bit more slow. I think that playing Rexxar, it's just important to play to his strengths, and his strength is slow and CC. We're gonna try to get this Garden Terror because Misha can tank the Garden Terror by herself in this early game. I'm gonna chuck a Flare out just to make sure that, you know, there's nothing too crazy coming out of that bush as we continue fight the Garden Terror. Murden's bottom lane, and Lyric is a lot closer to reinforce, so we're gonna go for that. Oh, gonna try to get a stun on Zeratul. Oh my god, I think this is gonna be the death of me. That Garden Terror, I really kind of had nowhere to go. Vala was on me, and I couldn't run towards Vala because then that would be certain death. So unfortunately, that wasn't the best team fight. Lyric is here, but he's not able to do much. In hindsight, we probably should have backed off. Grab the seeds that we did manage to get, and then back off. Maybe soak some lanes and get bottom tier. But we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna head over there. I think they're gonna be there, so we just gotta watch out a little bit. Yep, there they are. Gonna try to get a stun off on Zeratul if possible. Oh man, but looks like Misha got stunned. I'm gonna go hard on their back lines just because I'm pretty healthy, and I know that they're all going to be trying to run away, so I want to get Misha as close as possible to get off all the slows and stuff. But oh man, that nice zombie wall, managed to get him. But I think we're going to be able to get this Terror. I'm going to stay here, just try to zone them out. Oh man, Zeratul with the kill, but he's going to get stun locked. Alright, so now we're kind of even on levels. We were a little bit behind after that failed team fight at the top tier. But gonna try to get some experience, try to get us to level 7 so that we're even on talent tiers. And go for these siege giants. Rexxar with Misha is also pretty good at getting mercenary camps in the early game. If there's not much to do around lane, then getting mercenary camps can be a pretty big deal and pretty big help for your team. Although, if he's soloing mercenary camps by himself, which he definitely can do, it's just going to take a little time. Uh-oh, they're coming around here, but we have Garden Terror to back us up, so I'm not too worried. Just hit level 7. Getting slow on Zeratul. Let's see what we can do. Uh-oh, Illidan's dropping extremely low. But looks like we managed to hold them off. Murden goes down, and at level 7, we're going to go for Aspect of the Beast. Now, this talent is amazing. One sec, let me go stun whoever that guy was. Oh, Lily. Yeah, took out Lily, and I think this push is going to do a lot of damage. They don't have much else to defend. But anyways, Aspect of the Beast. This ability is kind of like Battle Momentum for Misha's W ability, but even a little bit better. It makes it so that basically you can use W a ton of the time during team fights. You can get maybe 3 or 4 off. I'm going to get a Flare because I think I see Zeratul. Uh-oh, he's coming on me. But I think getting him stun locked is going to force him to run away. Yeah, there he goes, and he's going to get picked off. I'm actually out of mana, and I'm pretty low on health, so I'm probably going to be looking to go back. There's not too much I can do without mana, aside from adding a little bit of auto attack damage, which is just not worth. I'm gonna head back and drink at the fountain. I'm at 7 kills, 1 death, and we are about 1 level ahead of the enemy team, so not too bad. Rexxar is really great at that early game aggression, and I'm gonna go for these siege giants. Oh, wasn't paying attention actually. Looks like I was taking some damage. That's something you don't want to do as Rexxar. Gotta make sure Misha's the one taking the damage, but it should be alright. Since I'm so close to base, I'm probably just gonna go Hearthstone back and get healed up. I think at the next fight we should be level 10. We'll have that advantage. I need to try to get back in the fight as soon as possible. 4 members of our team look to be trying to steal their mercenary camps. I think this might be a little too forward move, especially since we haven't actually hit level 10 yet. Uh-oh. That's bad. Jaina goes down. And who else? Illidan went down as well. We go for Unleash the Boars. Yeah, that was actually really bad. Let's see if we can try to turn this around. They're pretty low. Get a stun off on both Vala and Nazebo. But again, as you can see, I'm not putting out that much damage, and that's the thing for Rexxar. And actually, I shouldn't have gone in. You know, I think I overestimated the damage that Rexxar can do. Yeah, that was actually kind of dumb. Uther is being a little toxic there, but there's some truth to that. Should not have gone in there because Rexxar just doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, his abilities are mostly geared towards crowd control and setting up other nukers and other damage dealers. He himself just pumps out moderate damage at best.
Our paths converge.
Yeah, so I think with that we lost the top terror. I'm gonna try to get some seeds at the bottom. Best case scenario, we can get our own Garden Terror to contest versus theirs because they're probably definitely gonna get theirs. Uh-oh, looks like Zeratul is hunting people up top from the looks on the minimap, but I'm gonna stay bottom because I think getting terror is gonna be important, and I hope that they don't engage too hard. Unfortunately, Illidan does go down. Man, they should not be there because I'm not there and Uther is not there, so this is just gonna be a one-sided fight. Trying to get us as much seeds as possible, but this is taking a long time. I can tank this indefinitely, but I just don't do that much damage. Firing off a flare just to make sure Zeratul is not around. Uh-oh, Misha's in a lot of trouble. Wow, nice heal from Uther. Misha would have totally died if it weren't for that. But I think with that heal, we turn things around. Yeah, nice. Got the kill on Nazebo. And a cool little thing to note there, as you can see, Misha charge actually allowed me to go straight through the Nazebo zombie wall. So that's a small little tip. If your Misha bear is stuck for whatever reason, just use your charge. You might be able to get out of it. Alright, so that was not too bad. We managed to get our own Garden Terror to contest versus theirs.
But don't get too comfortable. The infested will return again.
Alright, I'm gonna try to signal my team to get this Merc camp. Looks like Illidan got the message. He's gonna come down here to help. Because if it's just me, I think it would just take forever and it just wouldn't even be worth it.
Use it to harvest your enemy's.
Hopefully we can clean this up by the time that our Garden Terror gets their base. There are a talent tier ahead though. Alright, getting ready to use Unleash the Boars. Yeah, using it right now as we initiate onto the team fight. Getting me to charge off on everybody, but man, dude, that really heals a little too strong, and Illidan, it's not quite late game yet, so he's dove in a little too deep. And my Misha died. So I think that's it for that. Gonna head down and defend against their Garden Terror. I need to be careful too. Try to use Misha to get rid of the Nazebo Ravenous Spirit. That really kills during that fight. That plus the Vala Strafe. I've hit level 13 now, so we're on even talent tiers, but this Garden Terror is gonna do a ton of damage. I'm trying to ward it away, but again, don't do too much damage. Level 13, I'm gonna go for Thrill of the Hunt. It increases my move speed, which I do like. It allows me to get my stuns and CCs off a little bit easier. I'm gonna shoot a flare just in case they've got backup for the Garden Terror. It looks like they don't, so we're gonna be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, there they are. Gonna get an Unleash the Boars to slow them down just a little bit as we try to take out Terror. Illidan though goes down for a second time. It's tough for him because he's just trying to dive too deep. Ooh, Garden Terror pops. Misha died again, unfortunately. Just throwing off some flares in case Zeratul tries to do something sneaky and go around the back lines. Alright, trying to get some stuns off. Although Murden's on the front lines, I can't reach anybody in the back. Yeah, I'm trying to make the max use of my leash range because I'm such low health. But I'm not completely used to that yet. Ideally, what you want to do is kind of hang out at the max range of your leash and just use Misha. in those fights where you're just kind of worried that you're gonna get picked off, because you can stand pretty far. The leash range is pretty good. I'm gonna get a slow and try to jump on Zebo here with that stun. We might be able to get him. Come on, come on. Illidan goes in for the dive. Oh, okay, finally. And Zebo actually survived for quite a long time. Wow, this could be the turnaround a little bit. We get a flare. Misha, go. Can I reach him with a stun? Oh, just barely missed that. But Illidan goes in. Catch him. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we got him. They're one talent tier ahead, but 2 heroes down. So this might give us a free Garden Terror and give us what we need to get back in the game. Again, I'm going to use Misha to tank. Shoot some flares off. I need to learn to use flare a little bit more. And let's not make the same mistake as we did in that first Garden Terror fight. This could be a little risky. I've got my Unleash the Hounds up though. If they try something funky, we can. I can always slow them for 40%, which is a pretty big deal. All right, nice. So that's gonna give us our Garden Terror. I'm gonna try to get these mercenary camps because they are probably at the bottom tier, and we can wipe this pretty fast. Yeah, they're definitely there. After we wipe this though, we need to be careful of our positioning.
It is time to harvest.
All right, gonna grab siege camp. Almost level 16. We gotta hit that level 16, so I'm gonna soak what I can here. Oh, so close, level 16. And we're gonna try to push with this terror. Nice. Okay, so now we're just 1 level down. Level 16, gonna go for Feign Death. This is kind of like an advanced ice block for 5 seconds, and you get to control your bear. All right, getting a stun on Lily. If we get Lily killed, this could be huge. Nice, Lily goes down. Oh, they're on full retreat right now. If I can get a big stun, nice. We're just gonna go hard on their base. Uh-oh, Nazeel's got that Ravenous Spirit up though. Trying to back off. Taking a lot of damage. Getting a slow on Muradin. Going in so hard right now. Stun. We gotta get Vala. Nice. Okay. So this is gonna do a lot of good. Our Garden Terror is almost dead though. I don't know if we want to try to core this or back off. All right, we're going for it. Going for the core. With 3 of them down, Lily about to come back up. They only have their Garden Terror, and their Garden Terror is way back at their base. And this could be game right here. All right, wow. Looks like this is gonna be it with that push. Hope you guys enjoyed this Rexxar game. Still getting used to kind of his feel. But I think this was a pretty good showcase of what Rexxar's crowd control and stun abilities are in game and what he brings to a fight. If you pick him for your team, you really kind of need a second tank. Use him as almost kind of like a specialist who's really good at stunning and slowing enemies rather than a pure tank. He's good at setting up big damage nukers that need heroes to be rooted to the spot, like maybe a Raynor, like a Jaina as you saw in this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this little intro to Rexxar. It's the first day he came out, so everybody's still kind of getting used to it. But I think that playing him as sort of a stun CC specialist rather than a tanky warrior seems to be the way to go. Anyways, I'll have the build for this match posted in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this Rexxar game. This is Balanced Breakfast, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.